Life throws you curveballs. Um, One of the reasons I wanted to do this, and let me rewind. So I'm Maurice. This is my establishment. This is TJR Fit Club. Welcome everybody. All right. Our theme for this year is Year of the Dragon, and with that theme, I want everybody to release everything within them. So all their potential, all their greatest dreams, aspirations. This is the year that we pull all that from inside of us. As for me, I faced a couple of situations where I should have been dead, but I'm still here. So that's why that song made me feel tingly inside. And I wanted to start the evening out with setting that mood of gratitude and just welcoming everybody. And then if y'all don't mind, we're going to start the evening off with a prayer. So if you close your eyes and be real still, and I'm going to get started. So, Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for this awesome event. Thank you for Lyrical. Thank you for our featured artists. Thank you for everybody, Traveling Mercy, coming out here. Thank you for your continued blessings. Thank you for showing us a new day, waking us up this morning. I'm a little nervous, excuse me. But all I want to say is thank you and amen. Amen. And at this point, we're going to bring up our host for the evening, which is Miss Lyrical, so we can give her a round of applause. And welcome her to the stage.
Maurice asked me to be a host tonight. I'm like, you know what, why not? Let's go ahead and introduce you guys to me as a poet, me as my first hosting a poetry show, so this is going to be amazing. Yes. And then again, welcome everyone. We do have some amazing poets that are going to come to the stage. We also welcome you guys to join in the open mic that we're going to host right before our intermission. So if you sing, rap, do poetry, you just want to come up here and just say anything to unleash that dragon, get things off your chest, or just be a part of the whole experience. We are always open and welcome to you guys just having fun. I'm actually going to allow our first poet to come to the stage and share with us his work. Okay, just give him a moment to let the rest of the crew come in. But how are you guys feeling tonight? Everybody's okay? Y'all enjoying the food, the wine? Yes. All right, and Maurice, if you don't mind, I want you to come on and open up. I want you to share with everyone so you can set the stage for us. And again, I'm Lyrical, and I'll be right back with you guys after Maurice gives us a little taste of what he has for us tonight, all right?
Check, check. All right. So normally at the poetry events, people be snapping and all that kind of thing. So what I want y'all to do is, instead of snapping, I want y'all to say, get right. Because that's what we do here. Is like when people need motivation, they need some uplifting, I encourage them. I say, get right. So if you feel like what I'm saying is touching you, or you feel like I need some encouragement, some help, just say, get right. All right, y'all got that? Let me hear y'all try.
Get right.
Oh yeah. So what I'm about to perform, the name of it is called 4:30. I wrote this a year ago. I was in a place where I just recovered from I'm diabetic. So I went through some months where my blood sugar was over 600. And after I got it back down, I was trying to figure out how do I get back to being great again. So this is something that I wrote a year ago that kind of got me in the mindset of how was I going to get back. So what I discovered was the way that I needed to do it was get up before everybody else and do more than everybody else before, the day gets started. So that's the premise of what this is. And we did have a vocal performance that was going to accompany this, but that's another story. So I'm going to go ahead and do this a cappella.
Get right. All right.
4:30 morning, hop straight out of bed, trying to start my day, no time to play. Brush my teeth, put my shoes on my feet, grab my beats, trying to hit the streets. 1 mile, 2 mile, 3 mile, 4. I'm going to keep going, got to get more. Fasted cardio, that's the way to go. After my run, I'm so done. Protein, that'll get me weight. I'm messing up. Yeah, there you go. Get right. Right. Because it didn't go like this in rehearsal. All right, here we go. All right, check my sugar. It better be low. I'm a diabetic, so you know how it go. Insulin, it ain't no joke. Grab my needle, it's time to poke. Dial it up, stick and move. Shit, about got my groove. Hop in the shower, gotta get me right. I'm a hell of a trainer, so outfit got tight. Check my schedule, plan my day. Check, now I'm on my way. Now you heard a quick glimpse of the day in the life. You know how we do it. Get right.
He came hard, y'all. I didn't know he was gonna be rapping. Like, I should have prepared some raps for y'all too. But thank you, Mr. Get Right, for that sharing of your experience, and then again, just letting us be here for you. So what I'm gonna do for you guys here is just a couple poems, and then we'll bring our feature up. She needed a poet. So again, I am lyrical. I have been writing poetry, performing on and off throughout the years. I started writing poetry actually in like middle school, trying to imitate my cousin who was writing poetry. And it was like, she can do it, I can do it. Why not? So that's kind of how I started. You got those first beginner poems, you're like, this is not something I want to share. But then you get to a point where you're like, you know what, this is actually saying something, so let me share it. I actually published, love, if you could bring me one of those out, my purse. I actually published my first poetry book in 2020 when everything shut down. I was like, you know what, this is a perfect time for me to do it. It is called Words Unspoken, a Poet's Trilogy. And it pretty much goes through 3 phases of myself as a poet. So it says, on the back of the book here, it gives you a little insight. It says, when a poet's truth, which is our first section here, exposes her to the world, permitting her to be unguarded and vulnerable about her innermost self, she unleashes a poet's heart, which is the second section, allowing her to experience the beauty of being loved, granting her the blessings of love unconditionally. She unravels a poet's O. That brings us to an arousing encounter with her lover that has captivated all that she is. So it goes through a poet's truth, a poet's heart, and then a poet's O. And as you guys know, the O stands for orgasm. So this is just a couple of pieces that I'm going to do for you guys. From the first part, it's called A Poet's Truth. I thought it was very fitting for what we're trying to accomplish tonight. It's just allowing people the opportunity to open up, to share, and kind of let things off their chest. The first piece I'm going to perform is called Words Unspoken. As you know, the book is called Words Unspoken. This is a poet's trilogy. Just the first of many books that are going to come, hopefully 3, because I love things to come in 3s. So this one here is called Words Unspoken. Alrighty. When I can't find the words to say, I write. They become my innermost that I can be. Hidden behind pen and paper, she lives, she thrives. Nothing about her is visible. She makes the unknown known. She shares with me the most beautiful of thoughts. Words unspoken, I am heard. Proclaiming my territory, she smiles down on me with the joy of knowing that I exist, that I have taken form, and with my wings the wind guides me. When my voice is lost in the chaos and my screams fade away with the clouds, I turn to the words written in ink. No matter how loud the world becomes, in the impressions there is peace. In my own mind she wanders with no end, but found she is with paper and pen. That's the piece. Okay. All right. So this, oh, I love this one. So this next one, I call it my baby. It literally took me about 5 years to write, because it was something that felt like it just needed more. So I kept going back to it, and I'll put it aside, and then I'll go back to it and add on to it. So this is my baby. It's called Symphony in F Major, and it's pretty much me coming out as a poet, being able to really dig deep and share a lot of things that I normally kind of keep to myself. So I memorize most of it, but sometimes I get a little boggled up. So let's go ahead and do this one here. It's called it's called Symphony in F Major. Why do I hide behind the face of insanity when the truth isn't clear right in front of me and my eyes can't see what they need to see? That my reality is distorted as it wants to be. I no longer have the desires of conformity, yet the pressure to conform, catastrophe. I was taught to have patience and humility, courage driving the ability to become a woman derived from my history, an advocate to the youth in my community, the voice of reason, truth, and prosperity. With no remorse for decisions made by humanity, we have failed beyond belief to reach maturity. Yet mature to take responsibility of the actions put forth through our destiny to overcome the pain endured through slavery. Surrounded by the guilt of depravity, my order still remains such a mystery. To me, I must find true identity. Hidden behind the covers, their ancestry. Captured within the gates of their territory. Forever my will becomes tried and weary. So long my fight sustain the agony. Onward seeking my rightful decree. Anticipating the end of my journey. Everlasting the battle, fought victory. Now 2 hands exchange and privacy agree. One world of nations honored by belief. Based on the teachings of one's philosophy. Revealing preeminent improbabilities. Outrageous depictions sold as allegory. Claiming to be the word of sanctuary. Starving minds seduced glutton with curiosity. Shunned by the makers, crowning majority. Blatant with no disregard to its animosity. Chastised by the supernaturalism ever so frequently. So who has the... So who has the right to question my spirituality when the world born came with such blasphemy and my fear of truth tormenting my sexuality? Habitual liars fear mass diversity, accepting none in this age a transparent idiocy. Secret shares amongst those deemed trustworthy, but they turn out to be our liability. So we must conclude just precautionary justification that we overcompensate outrageously, allowing our minds to interact with mythology, failure to differentiate between the child's fantasy and the current destruction of reality, coexisting in the delusions of the imaginary, innocence lost within our children, and absent purity. So who has the right to question our spirituality? Again, when the world born was so in our own right, we find our peace of serenity, where we control the possibilities. Acting out an untamed misery, falling short of accomplished harmony, treading in the sins of fallacy. Symphony in F Major. That's that piece. All right, now I know you guys are going to be as excited as I Coming to the stage is going to be our feature tonight. Her name is Shanita the Poet. I have seen her perform for, I think, about a year and a half now, and every time she hits the stage, it is just amazing to see how much work and energy and passion that she puts into her poetry. So without further ado, our feature, Miss Shanita the Poet.
Hey everybody, I'm Shanita the Poet, and it's super awesome to see all of you guys here tonight. That was my girl Lyrical. Can we give it up for Lyrical? I love Lyrical. She is super passionate, and that's the one thing that we can always identify on. It's like every time that Lyrical gets the opportunity to go on your stage, you can see the sincerity behind her words. You can see that she really believes in her writing. And that's just something that, as a poet, is just irreplaceable when you come across it in other poets. But as for myself, like she said, I'm Shanita the Poet. I'm originally from Philadelphia. I've been living here for quite some time now, and I would like to say most of my adult life was here, and it was definitely changed by the experiences that, you know, I've just encountered from being a city girl to coming to being a Southern girl. And it's been very interesting. Things are a lot different in bigger cities than it is here, especially when you're dealing with the fast pace of conversations and people having emotions and getting them out and stuff. And unfortunately, being a northerner, you talk fast, but then there are some people like me who have a stutter. So I would have these like super good comebacks. I mean, shit that could really, really knock somebody off their square, but I couldn't get the words out. Like, I mean, it was really worse than Bobby Brown, I think, in the, what was that? What was that? What was that thin line between love and hate? Popping it back. It was that bad. So I kind of started to like lower it down. So this is something.
You're right.
I'm just getting a lot of feedback. So yes, that's perfect. Yes, whatever you did was right. All right, give it up for DJ No David. Okay, I love him. He's been doing his thing this whole night, working super hard. But yeah, I had a bad stutter. So it really kind of put me in a place where I didn't want to speak. I didn't want to be heard, but I realized that, you know, as an only child, I heard and seen some of the craziest things growing up in a room full of adults, some of the best comebacks. So the only thing I could do was make myself be comfortable. It didn't matter where I was or how I was going to do it. I was always going to be the most comfortable person in the room. So this first poem is titled Comfortable. Real comfortable in this chocolate brown skin. I don't know where to begin. I got the lyrical complexity of Baduism, the mental capacity to not be restrained by any prison. Your girl is simply above the criticism. I'm truly dope, and it's astounding to me that you don't know I'm the current beneath the wave which rocks your boat. I went from Barbie dolls and toys to cell phones and boys, finally realizing that didn't bring me any joy. I'm here for me. Let me adjust my crown for all to see. Have you heard of she? I'm sure you have. I'm the mother who went without the aunt who gave her last, but you can't see past these thick thighs and fat ass. Nigga, you don't know me. Because if you did, I wouldn't just be a baby's mom. I'd be the light bearer that ignites your spirit. My shit is legit, so you should just quit. I won't allow you to devalue this queen. This black woman won't accept the label of angry when I'm so much more than that. The boulder atop Atlas's back, forceful as a train derailed from its track. See, you couldn't even handle all that. So you try and clip my wings, yet you call yourself a king. Chipping away pieces of my personality just to make me go down easily is hard to see from the outside looking in. I was able to find my strength from within, so neither Tom, Dick, Harry, nor any of you men could ever compromise my self-esteem. I simply do not see myself the way that you see me. Thank you. Just a little warm up, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because the older you get, the more you understand that you don't have to shout everything. But I'm trying to tell y'all, if y'all want to hear some loud ass motherfuckers, come to my house around Thanksgiving time or around an Eagles game. You'll hear us in there like, no, it's not. No, it's not. Jesus was from Jerusalem. You'll think people are about to come to blows, and we're having the most superficial conversations. But just being a northerner, we just live our lives like very loud in a very robust way, and that's something that I was hoping to pass down to my daughters. They're a bit more soft-spoken than I am, but I like being the person that's not afraid to just get it off their chest. And I also believe in the same quality. You gotta be fucking super specific. You guys have no clue when your time is up. You don't know when it's gonna be. You don't know if you're gonna make it to the next day. So I will always encourage people to be as specific as you want. When it comes to attracting a partner, be specific in what you want that partner to encompass. When it comes to friends, jobs, elevations, all that shit, just be specific. Because you have not because you ask not. This next poem is called Black, because I like to be as specific as fucking possible. I want a nigga that will breeze my scalp. Accent real thick. Like what you talking about. Little Philly girl trying to go down south. I've never done this for clout. It's not me trying to ride that wave. This is you about to catch that fade. I need a sparring partner. Help me steal my blade. Things tend to be so complicated these days. I need to be able to take those promises straight to the bank. A leader for my tribe who isn't afraid to share his rank. A man that has a praying grandmother. One who will snuggle me closer when I'm hogging the covers. I'm asking for Nino Brown from New Jack City. Not afraid to get his hands dirty, if you feel me. In case I haven't been specific enough. If you should ever decide to call my bluff, I'm everything that I'm asking for. Literally, the cream of the motherfucking crop. As a matter of fact, you could just meet me at the top. It's easier for a queen to see from atop her throne. And before all the good men are gone, or accompanying other women to brunch, I just figured I'd go ahead and get my list of specifications out front. I need you at least 6 feet with a dark Caesar fade. I need all your 2K stats to fall somewhere in first place, and I want them the same complexion as my coffee. No cream, no sugar, just give me that shit black. And I got everything you need to build the rest of your empire, and that's a golden fact. Thank you. Like I said, you gotta be specific. You really do. I mean, at the end of the day, if you don't put it out there in so many words what it is you want, you'll be just searching, constantly searching. And you don't gotta tell, you know what I'm saying, everybody the way I be telling people. But at the end of the day, you just gotta put it out there. You have to take your chance. Life has been increasingly too short. I never thought I'd live in a day and time where we had to wear masks 24/7 for like almost a year. Like I never thought I'd live in a day and time where you were cut off from socialization and so many other different things. So it's just too short for